Hello everyone, this is Dimitri from Not Just Games, and we got some exciting news. It's been a while. I'm just gonna make a quick video, quick update on what we have been up to recently. So what you're seeing right now in front of you is the demo version of our upcoming game, Tides of War. It's a turn-based strategy game. If you've played games like Advance Wars, Warsight, Wargroove, Fire Emblem, maybe you will like this kind of game. I hope so at least. The demo is available on Steam. If you want to download it, I'm gonna leave it down in the description. And what we have right now available, I'm just gonna show you. We're gonna go through the campaign, Skirmish and Multiplayer, and we have multiplayer for the demo available, so if you want to play this with your friends, it's possible, and would be very happy if you were to. So I'm just gonna go through each of these modes very quickly and just gonna explain what you can do in the game, and then yeah, hopefully you would be also inclined to try it yourself. So let's get started with the campaign. The campaign, right now we're having only an introduction available. There's 8 missions and they all start with a visual novel like dialogue, and you know, they end also a little bit like that. So there's a bit of the story, and then I'm just gonna skip it right now because I want to, you know, show you more of the game very quickly. So it explains to you like you can do some stuff like right clicking to move to pan the map, and then zooming in, zooming out with a scroll, and then it explains to you how you can move. If you've played turn-based strategy games before, then maybe you know how to move units, but in any case it is being explained. Also the core mechanic, which is called contesting, is explained. So you want to capture as many territories as possible. They are like your color, and if you move, you capture that territory as well. And there's this like contesting thing. If you have on one tile like 2 adjacent friendly units, it's being contested. You can see it here with this kind of like lined maps, which are lines which are, you know, scrolling. And at the beginning of your turn, you capture all of those contested tiles. So my turn starts, and here you go, the tiles were captured. And you can do this as much as possible. Like the whole first tutorial is gonna be guiding you into capturing things very quickly. Sometimes it's impossible, but yeah, that's the general gist of this tutorial, and it's gonna keep going. Let me just very quickly finish so that you can see how it looks. Yes, so finish this, and then everybody's happy. You might get a star if you complete the submissions, and then you can go to the next chapter. And here we go again. Now it's gonna be talking about the battles. Also, if you want to check this extra missions, they are here listed, so you got objectives. If you want to get the stars for the objectives, here you can find them. And I'm gonna go and close off this campaign chapter. Let's go to the skirmish. So clicking on the skirmish, you can play with up to 4 people. And you can choose to play local multiplayer. So if you have some, you know, siblings or, you know, some partner you want to play this with, or anyway, friends, doesn't matter. The couch co-op way you can play this. And unfortunately, we don't have maps for 4 people yet, but you can always go and choose to generate a map, and this uses the, what is it called, like a permanent noise to generate the map spontaneously on the fly. It doesn't matter. And now you can, you know, choose the commander you want to play as with, and then if everybody's happy, you just start the game. And here's the map. It was randomly generated, it is mirrored, and you can start playing, and then, you know, train your units, and then the next person plays. You can also choose to play against the AI. So if I go here, for example, and choose to play against 2 AIs, let's just pick all of the commanders and then make a 3-player map. So I'm gonna start here, and then just end the turn, and then the AI is playing here. So they chose to train 2 units here. This AI will also train, oh, they trained a spearman. Interesting choice. Anyways, so if you want to play on random maps, or if you want to play on existing maps just with your friends or with, you know, against enemy bots, then Skirmish is the way to play. In the future, we're gonna have some gameplay settings like Fog of War and stuff like that. For the moment, they're not enabled, so you could wishlist the game, and then once it's ready and out, you can have the full access here on all of the commanders as well. So that's it for Skirmish, and once you've practiced enough, then maybe we are gonna see each other in the multiplayer section. So for multiplayer, there's multiple modes you can choose to play as. I'm just gonna close the current tickets that I have started, because you can have a maximum of 3 games at the same time. So the idea is, if you want to play with your friends, you host a game, and you will get this code here on the top left. You can also click on friends to get your Steam friends and then invite them through the Steam thing. But you can copy the code and then let the next person go here, and then they can input the code here and join the game. That's quite simple. You can have different games here also with generated maps, or you can load a map and then you can play together. If right now you don't have any friends to play with directly, then that's also okay. Maybe they don't like turn-based strategy games, but you do. You can find other people who like turn-based strategy games as well in this league section here. So this is a competitive game mode. There's only competitive, I'm sorry for that. For the moment, the queues are basically competitive only. But you have two options here. If you want to try and find somebody who is right now playing, you can search for a blitz game. So a blitz game, basically the timer is set for 5 minutes with an increment of 1 minute. So every time you perform an action, you get another minute. Right now it seems that there's nobody online, so unfortunately I cannot queue up for a blitz game right now and show it to you. But that's normal because of course we're an indie game, and in the beginning, especially since we're right now in the demo stage, maybe not so many people are online all the time. But that's no problem because there's also long-running games. So the idea is, if you've played on chess.com, there's an option there to play games that last more than a day. And here I'm playing a game against my wife. So you can see here the timer, how it works. Each of us starts with a day to perform their turn, and then after you perform your turn, you get an additional day time. So for example, if you, let's say one day you have to rush for, I don't know, school or whatever, it doesn't matter, you don't have time because you're working on a project or, any case, doesn't matter, then you still have like 2 days in total maximum to do your turn, and you got something to look forward to, finish work and then go home and then you do your turns, and then you might also get matched with some person on the other side of the world. Maybe they're in Japan, or maybe they're in America or in Europe, or it doesn't matter. In Africa, Australia, we've got so many continents. Maybe in Antarctica you might play with penguins or something. I don't know. We don't think penguins are playing this game. Anyways, I'm rambling. The idea is that you can just queue up, and I will be also queuing up for competitive games, especially the ones that are long-lasting ones. So actually let me do that right now. So I've queued up for 2 competitive games, and if you happen to see this video and you want to play with me, then feel free to queue up for a long game and we might get matched and play together. And just because I said competitively, there are rankings. So right now I'm number 1 in Blitz, but last on the long games. So you maybe will be able to have an easy match against me. I don't know, we'll see. But the rankings, you can click here to see them. Here's the Blitz 1, here's the long-lasting games, and I'm here last. But you can also see that you have like a customization option here. So if you click here on the icon, you can choose. We got the gecko, we got the fox and stuff, and then you can choose to, if you want to represent a flag or something, you can also do that. There's all of the options here. North America, we got some special inclusive ones, so everything is here, or at least I hope so. We even got like, when we posted on TikTok, some people said that we should add the Welsh flag, so we did that. So if you have some requests, let us know. If there's a flag missing here, we can try and add it. So yeah, that's basically it. If you want to choose one, I think I have this one because, of course, we are a Fox team, so that's kind of it. I will be posting more updates, especially when we have more updates in general. Especially last week, we worked mostly on bug fixes, because you can see here a lot of feedback was like, oh, it would be nice if this could get fixed and this could get fixed. This is a bug, I got this report. And that was amazing because we managed to fix most of them, especially the 2 soft locks. There was a person on Reddit, thankfully, who found them. And yeah, we fixed them within a day and pushed this update, and now everything's here. Yeah, that's it. So if you wanna play a game, multiplayer would be very awesome. And just gonna give you an update once we have another one. So that's it. See you around next time. Bye.